So is it really important to change your water filter in your refrigerator or not? Well, that's a very common question. We're going to answer that question for you today because this is a question I get all the time. Do I need to replace this, and why do I need to replace this? The truthful answer is yes, you do need to replace this because these filters are designed for taste and for odor. And I'm going to show you some filters here in just a minute, and we're going to go over a bunch of different manufacturers of filters, and you can actually see how they make them and which ones are better. But inside this filter, basically you have a charcoal filter now. Now that's the better ones. Now some have paper in them. The paper is not the best type of filter, but they are available. Usually they're on the knockoff ones and not on the OEM filters you get. But for these filters, they are charcoal. So once the water hits the charcoal of it, it becomes active. Now, it doesn't matter if you use it or not. Now, let me say that again to all you people that say, I just replaced it a month before I left on vacation for 6 months, and now I'm back, and it still should be good, right? No, it's not. After 6 months of time, it's no longer active anymore. So really, it's not doing you any good. It's not filtering out any taste or any odor from the refrigerator. So now you're saying, well, that doesn't matter. I wanted to get all the hard water and all the other junk out of my refrigerator. Well, hate to break it to you, it doesn't. Because all that hard water is going to get through that filter and it's actually going to clog the filter over time, but it's not really filtering it per se. Having said that, does it filter out much particles and stuff? Not really. It will get coated with hard water just like your sink, just like everything else. If you have hard water, it's going to build up that scale in there. But is it actually filtering it? No. And you say, well, how do you actually know that, Blake? Well, let me tell you how I know that. Why don't you take some ice cubes and you pull them out of and you look at your ice cube and you see that it's pretty cloudy. Well, that's because there's minerals in it. You take that nice little cube of ice, you drop it in a clear glass of water, and you drop it and you start staring at it, and you're gonna see all these little things floating out of your water down to the ground. That's the minerals in the water because it doesn't filter them. It's filtering out so it tastes good, and you smell it, it doesn't smell like seawater, basically. So there are better filters on the market. Some do a better job, and some actually do particulates or designed for particulates. So let's show you a couple different filters I've got that I've taken apart. Don't criticize me how I've taken these apart because, you know, you have to do it quick. I got a hacksaw, I'm hacking away. So yeah, there are plastic particles over. Look at this, say, what do you do to that? I took a hacksaw to it. What can I say? Okay, so the magic of editing. I've magically appeared 4 filters in my hand. You don't even have my magician's license and I made it happen. It's amazing. Okay, so we've got a couple different filters here. You can see here. The 2 in this hand here, these are Whirlpool filters. They are for Whirlpool refrigerators. They're a commonly used one. This is one that goes up inside. This one usually goes down into the kick plate. Very common filters. These 2 in this hand, one of them, a Frigidaire one. This one here is a knockoff refrigerator that you buy from Amazon. It fits an LG refrigerator, so when you look at this, you say, hey, that looks just like my LG one. That's because it fits the LG refrigerator. I don't encourage using generic filters or knockoff filters for any of your refrigerators. I don't care who the manufacturer is. I don't care how good of a generic one they put in there. I'm going to tell you, and every servicer that's watching this, they're going to probably comment and say, yep. Most of the time I have a problem with a filter in a refrigerator, it's a generic. 99.9% of the time, it's a filter issue causing leaking, causing a water not flow correctly. It's a generic filter. I recommend don't using them. To all the manufacturers, thank you. Send me the check. So to the filters themselves. So we're going to start out with the Whirlpool filters here. So these, I've cut these apart. Now as I cut this apart and I pull this out, you have this nice black charcoal filter, and this is exactly what it looks like. So basically the water comes in the inlet here, it goes on the outside of this, it filters through the middle of this, and filters back out the other side. You have this nice, and you can tell they're Whirlpool because they look real generic.
This is an aspen. You can tell that it's an aspen tree because of the way it is.
They have this nice little tube that pulls all the way out. They have this nice cap and looks the same. So now we look at his little brother, and does it look any different? Nope, looks pretty similar to me. Just one is larger than the other. There's absolutely no difference in the way that they've made this filter versus this filter because they look exactly the same in all ways, shape, and form. So you would think that this one's going to last longer, and I would bet it probably would last longer because it is the same. But you look at the way it's designed, same ends, same everything, except one is much larger than the other. So this is what most filters will look like. They'll look just like this. And this is what actually does the filtering inside your refrigerator. So now, In my hand here, we've got a LG knockoff filter. Pretty similar, not much has changed. Same thing happens, water comes in, it goes on the outside of this, comes back to the center hole. That's where it plugs in here and goes into your refrigerator. Does the same thing. It does filter for taste and odor. And like I said, it will catch some large particles. When I say it will clog, yes, it will clog. If people leave them in too long, you're gonna have fatigue in them, where the filter does get clogged, but you'll get fatigue where the plastic starts to get weak and possibly crack or break. Generic, looks same as the Whirlpools. If I were to take any of them apart, even the LG one, it looked very similar to this. Now, this is where the big change is. To everybody that says you're a Frigidaire lover and they pay you under the table, I really wish they did. I could really use some extra money. I need a vacation. This is a Frigidaire filter. Now, notice one big thing about this. You see? Biggest thing, this has charcoal in it, plus this has an actual paper filter on it. That catches minerals. Is this a better filter? I'll let you decide. But this has both charcoal and paper. The rest just have charcoal. So does Frigidaire have an advantage? You know, it's kind of like asking, is the Pope Catholic? Some of you might say no, but I think he is. In my opinion, this is a better filter. So basically, as you can see, all the filters that we've seen in these refrigerators are the same. They are pretty much designed the same. They're for taste and for odor. If you want a better filter, then you can get a better one off the Frigidaires than you can with the other ones, in my opinion. Yes, you do need to change these filters, because if you don't change them, they will clog. And if they do clog, because they will get minerals in them and other things in them, sand, debris, junk like that, if it gets in them, it will affect the refrigerator and how well it works. But if you want great smelling water, great tasting water, you need to replace your filters. It's not just a matter of, well, I'm not here very often and I'll change it every now and then. It's important to change your filters. In doing this video, I'm gonna tell you straight up, my wife is going to hammer me because she's gonna say, you never change the filter in our refrigerator. That's because I don't drink the water out of it or use the ice maker because it's broken. But that's beside the point. I'm not fixing it. Watch my other videos, you'll find out the reason why. The things that can happen if you don't change your filter, other than taste and odor. If it's in there too long and it does get clogged, and one thing we did talk about was fatigue. You know, plastic on these will fatigue and you can potentially have a leak. Generally not the new ones, because these are after the water valve and there's no direct water pressure sitting on them all the time. But when you have some ones that have direct water pressure, like the Whirlpools that fit down in the tow grill, that has direct house pressure on that filter. With this type, basically you have a valve, the water comes up through the filter and then it goes back to the valve and then it separates it out into the refrigerator. So there's no full house pressure sitting on this at all times. So with the Whirlpools, when you plug them in the tow grills of them, the water pressure goes directly into that filter, comes out of that filter and then goes to the water valve. With those, when they sit in there, they have house pressure all the time. So those can fatigue from the house pressure and then they can just start to leak spontaneously and you'll have a flood inside your home. So that's why it's important to either leave the filter out so the bypass is kicked in on the Whirlpools, or replace the filter. And the other thing that could happen is when they do get clogs, they've been in for so long, you're going to have slow water coming out of your dispensers. If you have a measured fill refrigerator where you can go in there and you can select your measured fill, most of those are calibrated on time. So when you put your cup there, you have to calibrate it. You fill it up with a cup of water, you say, okay, it's calibrated, and then it says, okay, it took this long to fill up this cup to this point. So it's based on time. Once your filters get clogged and you put them there and you tell it to fill that same cup of water, well, it may not fill that same cup of water because the time is expired, but we're not getting the same flow rate through the refrigerator to fill up that cup in the same amount of time. The other thing that will happen is it will affect your ice makers, because ice makers are a timed fill. They open up the valve for so many seconds and they close them. So if you have something affecting your water flow in the refrigerator, such as the water to the refrigerator or the filter itself is clogged, when the ice maker fills, it doesn't fill up with the amount of water that it's supposed to fill up with. So you'll have smaller ice cubes. You'll have ice cubes that will fall back into the ice maker when it's trying to eject them and jam the ice maker. And the biggest complaint is, it's not making ice fast enough. I want more ice. It's not making ice fast enough. Can't you make this faster? Yeah, I can. Change your filter. It makes more water go in there and you'll get bigger ice cubes for every batch, so it'll produce more ice. I know, one of those amazing concepts. It actually works. Is it important to change them? Yes. Do I recommend changing them? Absolutely. Just because I don't change mine, I don't use it, don't worry about it. A lot of times my ice maker problems are due to the filters, or they taste terrible because they don't change the filters. Even though it's brand new, like I said, you put it in a month ago, you went on vacation for 3 months, you're coming back, the filter lights come on your refrigerator saying, change me. Why? I just replaced this. I haven't used it, I can still use it. Well, you can. So you might ask yourself, what are your options as far as your filter if you don't want to replace it all the time and you don't care about your filter? Well, a couple different options we've got here. Some manufacturers have what's called an automatic bypass. That means when you take the filter out, the water will still flow into the refrigerator and you don't have to worry about the taste and the odor, and you're not going to have to worry about pressure problems because it will just flow right through the refrigerator. Easiest way to check that is take the filter out, try to dispense some water off the front of it. If it dispenses, you're great, and it automatically bypasses. You have the second option. Now, most manufacturers are going this way, and they're kind of sneaky this way. I shouldn't say sneaky, that's not an improper word. I think they're highway robberying you because they don't automatically bypass, and they require you to go and purchase a filter bypass. Now, a filter bypass looks just like a regular filter, except there's nothing in it, it's blank. So you have to install that in its place so it will actually have water that will pass through it to the refrigerator, to your dispenser, and also your ice maker. A lot of these filter bypasses, they never tell you this, but it's kind of on the small print on the filter. They say they want you to replace them every 5 years because they can build up junk and stuff in there from the water flowing through, just like taking your water cup and not washing it out for 5 years, or your buddy that has his coffee cup in the break room they hasn't washed out in 5 years. You know what gets in there. We all know this. And the same thing happens with these filter bypasses. So they recommend you replace them every 5 years. So just kind of be aware of that. But that's one way you can get around not using your filter in your refrigerator. But now you know the pitfalls and how they're designed. And are there better filters out there? Absolutely. Buy the better filter, buy the better refrigerator with the better filter, you'll be happy. Thanks for watching this video. I hope it's been informative about your filters and if you should replace them, because you definitely should. If you have any comments, please put them below in the comment sections. We love your comments. We love to see what people are thinking about the videos and any questions you might have. Please check out our other videos. We have a lot of great videos. We cover a lot of concepts. We hopefully give you a lot of good information you can utilize for your appliance purchases or help you fix a problem you might have. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you again real soon.